Hello guys, this is Mike from Deathlooks Gaming, and tonight I'm going to be doing some tank A/B tips. So, the first tip, use cover. Always use cover. Cover is great, but when you're using cover, make sure your entire tank is covered. Why do I say that? Your tank's big. You might not see your fuel tank sticking out, and that's a really nasty thing to have happen. Also, front of your tank might stick out more than you think, and that is also another nasty thing to have happen. But, again, use cover, make sure you're completely covered. Covered? Got it. Move. For Germans, this is a key thing. You always want to keep in movement, especially when you're getting shot. I tend to find that your penetration is not as likely if you get hit by a tank round when you're moving really fast. Can't say that for when you're moving semi-slow, because sometimes that's not true. Now, some other faction-specific traits, and what I mean by faction, like Germany, England, or whatever, they have different. Some have range, some have movement, some have agility, some have reload speed, so make sure to find out your faction specific strength for your tank. I know for the Germans, it's mainly movement and range for the later on tiers. Press E. So basically pressing E uses your gears instead of holding down on W, which is very annoying and breaks your keyboard. So just hit E for gear 1, hit E for gear 2, and then hit E again for max, which is really easy. And then if you want to stop, just press S and your tank will lose all throttle. This is really useful when you're trying to get around. And don't trust the penetration signal. So sometimes it'll be green, and that's good. You can't see anything. You'll just know that you're hovering right now over an enemy, and it's just saying green even though that's through a tree. Fire. You might get a kill. Very weird, sometimes strange, but it just happens. That's how AB works. However, sometimes, as you can see in this clip, I'm firing at the turret ring, really bad area to fire because there's thick armor, but for some reason it's saying I can penetrate when even I slightly know, as an experienced guy, that you really can't penetrate that turret area. So when you get into a situation like that, find somewhere else to penetrate. A good example is tracks or maybe the turret ring, but right there where I'm firing is never going to happen. So again, you're going to have to learn when you got to trust that when you gotta trust that it'll penetrate and when you don't. It's better just memorize the weak spots in the tank. Trust me, it is. Fly the bomber in planes. So, flying a bomber will almost always get you at least 2 or 3 kills, and sometimes you'll get shot down before you can drop bombs, but flying the bomber gets you a lot of kills. Farm is real. Fly that bomber when you can. And also planes, they're free XP actually, because you just have to shoot down the bomber to avoid your tank getting blown up. So fly bombers and planes gives you lots of XP, and it's really good. Flank, 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 flank. Probably in almost every team deathmatch situation, whether you're in planes, tanks, and even FPSs, flank, flank, flank. I cannot stress how useful flanking is. But make sure when you're getting flanked to look behind yourself, because if you're not really actually flanking the enemy, you're going to have a bullet in the back of your tank. And remember, use range when it's appropriate. Sometimes in the tank you're in, it's appropriate to use range, and sometimes it isn't. So make sure to know what your tank is suited for, range or close combat. And always play it. If your tank is a close range tank, always play in close range tank at close range. If your tank is a tank at range, then play at range. But don't try to mix the two, it doesn't end well. Always, and finally, this is one of my last notes, attack from the side, almost always. If you can, attack from the side. Attacking from the side is beautiful. Attacking from the side mainly gives you the most ammo racks. Now, actually, I don't recommend attacking from the side for the Sioux, and a couple other tanks, such as the tank destroyers. You can actually very effectively hit the ammo rack from the side and the front because it's such a horrible tank, but mainly attack from the side. Attack from the side. And also, once you get bored of tank AB, now I like tank AB personally because it's just fun all around. It's really fun to be the top of the team because sometimes I get that, and then sometimes I'll totally suck because abnormal things happen because it's tank AB and it's a little bit more glitchy. But sometimes I'll go into a realistic in Sims. So once you get really good at tank AB, it's a good idea to upgrade to realistic in Sim because it's really fun and gives you more XP. That's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. If you feel I have left out a pro tip out, please tell me. that's pretty much it, guys. This is Mike from Deathless Gaming, telling all of you Warthunder guys to stay classy, stay classy, stay classy.